So you want your game to look really nice. You want a nice filter effect and you want to have it looking like it has some RTX in it. Well, in today's video, I got you. I got you everything you need to know about having filters, having game visuals, effects, everything you need to know for Genshin Impact. And it's quite simple, actually. It's really simple. I'm going to guide you step by step from installing GeForce Experience, applying the overlays and filter effects, all the way to just having fun with it, customizing it and changing it for yourself. It's fairly simple, won't take too long. I'll show you some before and after effects on my settings, and yeah, it'll be pretty good. But without further ado, first off, we gotta install GeForce Experience, as I mentioned just now. GeForce Experience, if you got, it's okay, I need to clarify, this is only for Nvidia cards. Only for Nvidia cards, so if you have an AMD card, it's not gonna work, unfortunately, unless they add this feature in the future. But it's only in Nvidia right now. So you need to install GeForce Experience if you don't already have that installed for your Nvidia driver, with your Nvidia drivers. So I'll link this down below if you don't already have it. Link the latest version. Don't worry, I got you. Once you install it, you need to sign in to GeForce Experience. You're gonna see home page. You're gonna see all your games. There's only some of my games. I don't know why it doesn't pick up all of it, but you need to do that, and you're gonna go to drivers. Now you need to have a very recent, I'm assuming very recent driver. Like I don't have the latest driver that came out like 4 days ago. I have about a month ago, I would say. That's my driver. But you need to have a somewhat recent driver installed, I would assume. It's always good to keep your drivers updated and just keep them fresh. So once you have all that out of the way, this is where the fun begins. So we head back into Genshin, and you see I have the filter installed, or not installed per se, but I have it applied. And this has the shadows look more in depth. As you see, the buildings are more rich per se with the shadows. There's defiance on the rooftops with the sun. And you can just see how nice it looks. Mondstadt looks very nice. So, how to do this? And I'll give you before and afters in Mondstadt, Liyue, Inazuma, and just around the world. And I'll just show you what it looks like with it on and with it off. I'll show you right now. So let's find it's a nice spot. Let's just do it right here. As you can see, a good amount of the shopping little district over here in Mondstadt. So once you have your drivers installed, you're gonna press Alt-Z on your keyboard. You're gonna come up with this. This is where you see everything GeForce Experience overlay related. Either you want to take a screenshot, you want to record, broadcast even, and do instant replays for some games. Now what we're gonna be looking at is the filter, game filter, which you can just press Alt F3 to get to it. Now you're gonna see this little thing. My camera's in the way, but what you need. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like with off and on. So this is on right now, okay. I have detail, Sharpen plus, brightness and contrast, and a Vigenette. What it looks like with it off. This is what it looks like with this. What your Genshin Impact looks like without this. It looks rather hazy. I've noticed a lot of people say that cloudy. Just really bland per se. There's nothing wrong with that. It looks fine, but just why not spice it up for free? There's no FPS loss. I should have mentioned this before. You don't lose any FPS doing this. It's not affecting the game. It's just a game filter applied by your Nvidia Graphics card for the game, not messing with the game directly. So you're not losing any FPS. Don't even worry about that. Also, this is safe with Genshin Impact. I've asked, a lot of people asked on the community, the Mihoyo themselves, and say, hey, is this safe? Are we gonna get banned for doing this? And they said, no, you're not. And if anybody knows me, I don't take those risks at all in any game, actually. So yeah, I'm totally fine doing this. They gave us the green light, and it's an Nvidia feature. Why not, right? I didn't think we were gonna get banned for doing this. Again, it's not directly messing with the game files. You're not putting anything in the game files, so you're totally fine. So, yeah, this is what it looks like. Just briefly, and this is what it looks like with the shader. You'll see again, shadows are again right quite defined, very nice looking, and I'll get more into it later. But as for the specifics, my settings. So I have a details, sharpen plus, brightness, contrast, and vignette. I'm gonna tell you my numbers here, because you have to. Let me. Yeah. So I'll tell you my numbers. My camera's in the way. I'll put it down below in the description, so you guys can just copy pasta mine. And the beautiful thing about this, you don't have to copy mine. You can mess with it yourself. Let me show you. You go to option 2 over here, add design. There's a whole bunch of options you can add to this. For example, you want black and white. You want to play in black and white for some odd reason. Hey, more power to you, because you can. Boom, black and white, that simple. It's not, and I didn't do this in Adobe. I literally just pressed in the game filter. Right there, look at that easy. You can get rid of it too. There's a trash can, but you get my camera's in the way. Sorry about that. That easy. So I go back. So you're gonna press details. I'm gonna read out the numbers right now for details. So your sharpen level is gonna be at 20%. Clarity I have at 21%. HDR toning is at -20%, and bloom is at 0. I can mess with this more if I want to, like adjust the bloom, for example. Bloom shader, like it said. There you go. Just mess with it on the spot. Sharpen plus, I'll read out the numbers right now. Intensity is at 20%. Texture details is at -66%. Invert depth z-axis is on, while depth y-axis is off. I've heard a lot of people tell me to turn z-axis off for some reason, but I kind of like a depth of field effect to the game without having everything be so sharp, because it looks really grainy in my opinion. Not a big fan of it, so I kept it on. All right, moving on to brightness and contrast. Exposure is at -10%, contrast is at 14%, highlights is at 14%, shadows is at 66%, gamma is at 0. And Vigenette, last but not least, intensity is at 10%. So, with that being said, I'm now going to show you what it looks like in different parts of the world. Mondstadt, Liyue, Inazuma, with this filter, day and night as well. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's all I have for you. If you guys like this video, make sure you press the like button. Tell me your thoughts down below with your own settings and your just general thoughts about this in the comments below. And make sure you subscribe for more Genshin Impact videos coming in the future. Other than that, guys, your boy Resco here, signing out. Peace. So before I continue with the video roll of the different areas of Genshin Impact with the shaders and disable enabled, I needed to show you the graphics settings I'm using. I figured people would question what kind of graphics is using, because it may vary from people to people, right? Because it may look the same on my settings, but it could not the same on different. I actually didn't test this. You guys let me know in the comments as well, but I'll show you what I'm using real quick. I'll just go through it really quickly. I'm on 1440p. Besides that, I have pretty much max settings, resolution 1.0. Anti-aliasing SMMA, motion blur is off, bloom's on. Everything you know right here is just to match my settings. All right, now back to the B-roll.